Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the Chapel News Network. Today we have a unique opportunity to interview the most interesting guest. Now there are some guidelines, some time restrictions. There is another guideline. Our guest, he must tell the truth. He must answer each question honestly. Well, without further ado, please welcome our guest this morning, Satan. Welcome.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Well, I have to be honest, you're not quite what I expected.
Yes, I know. Most people, when they think of me, they think of some guy in a red suit with little horns and a pitchfork. I'm rarely what you think I am. That way, people are more open to me. It's genius, I know.
Well, let's get started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background?
Sure. Why not? I am my favorite topic. Well, we'll start here. I existed before time, a magnificent creature with more powers and more abilities than you have any idea. You're burdened with human eyes. If you could only see all that I am, I'm beyond spectacular. I began to realize I should be running the universe. I should be in charge. I should have the throne. And I wasn't the only one that thought that way. There's a whole host of angels ready, willing, wanting me to be in charge. And so, one day, we rebelled. I decided it was time that I would take back that which was rightfully mine, the throne. God, he kicked us out of heaven. He banished us. Some of our brothers, even now, even this day, right now, they're chained in outer darkness. I hate your God. I hate everything about him.
Well, it's clear that you hate God. My question is, why do you hate humans so much?
Really? They gave you this job of interviewing me? That's the stupidest question. I hate you because you remind me of him. Every time I look at any one of you, you bear his resemblance, his likeness. I hate him, so I hate you. I hate you.
I have something I'd like to show you. A Bible. You have any thoughts?
Really? Do I have any thoughts?
Yeah.
In the Bible? Yes, I have thoughts. I hate it. I hate that book. It tells the truth. It tells the truth about God, about life, about you. It tells the truth about me. It exposes me. Exposes my lies. I mean, all right. Think of it this way. Think of all the lies that I tell you. You're not pretty enough. You're not good looking enough. You're not smart enough. You're not successful enough. And imagine I get you to believe that the only way that you have any kind of value is if people like you. And then I position my people around you to affirm that in your life. How will you know if that's not true? How will you know if any of my lies are not true? How will you know? That book. It's the only way. It's the only way you're going to be able to cut through my lies. I hate it. I don't want anything to do with it. And I don't want anyone else near it.
That's actually why we look at it each and every week. I'd like to read a short verse for you, because that's where we're going to find ourselves this morning. It's in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 4. It says this: "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again. Rejoice."
Yeah, stop. Just stop, okay? Can't you see how hideous that is? Rejoice in him? I don't want you to rejoice in him. I want you to rejoice in everything else but him. I want you to rejoice in your circumstances. I want you to rejoice in your successes, in your money, in your stuff. I want you to rejoice in your muscles. You got muscles. I want you to rejoice in them. I want you to rejoice in your pets, your little fluffy pets. You got to have your pets. I want you to rejoice in them. I want you to rejoice in anything but him. Because if I can get you to rejoice in that stuff, I own you. I can manipulate it all. I own you. You'll be a slave. You'll be a slave. It's all temporary. You'll be a slave to people's opinions, to the culture, to your own feelings, to even what you see in the mirror. And don't worry, I'll be right there, whispering in your ear, telling you how amazing you are, how great you are, how people are lucky to be around you. Or I'll tell you what a loser you are, how awful you are, how pathetic you are, how fat you are, how unlovely you are, how nobody likes you, and you better work hard. You better work hard to get God to like you. See how wonderful that is? I'm fantastic at it. I will crush you with my lies.
Well, that's all the time we have this morning. Do you have any final thoughts?
Sure, it's all the time we have. That's all right. Don't worry, I got lots of time. And yes, I do have some final thoughts, so you can leave. Look at me. Do you really think that I don't scheme against you? That I don't dream up ways to destroy you? You want to know my tactics? I'll tell you. You pitiful little humans. I use guerrilla warfare. That's right. Myself and my demon hordes, we're organized. We're powerful. We're strategic, and we fight. Oh, we don't take God head on. That'd be too obvious. No. We use a weapon way more powerful. We use you. That's right. We hit God where it hurts. For some unknown reason, unthinkable to me, he actually cares about you. He loves you. So we use you to fight our battles for us. Yes. We use you to mock him and to ridicule him and to doubt him and to not believe him. It's wonderfully delicious. Every time you look at that website, every time you grab that selfish attitude, every time you nurse that grudge, every time you stay away from that book, you stay away from prayer. If you only understood all that it cost him to redeem you, your apathy astounds us, and we love you for it. You are our best weapon. So keep it up. Keep doing what you do, choosing to please you, living for yourself. And continue to tell yourself it all doesn't matter. And just know that you have my deepest gratitude. And one day, hopefully, I'll be able to thank many of you in person. In person.